even if I become a doctor, eventually I end up working for someone else. So that itch of creating a business or creating hope or building a legacy, that would have never been fulfilled if I was a doctor.
But why IVF?
Yeah, so the itch never went away. So again burnt more money, again burnt more nights.
But I'm just trying to understand, the weight on you would be very high. Let's say it doesn't become successful. Does it happen that people blame you?
Lot of times. And IVF per se is elective, it's again choice based. We won't be able to give you success. So it's a journey. It's not a product market fit. It's not like a D2C startup. So the expectation that we have paid for a service and how do we not get a result is where we have to tell you that it's science based. I know it's lab based, but I actually say IVF is not lab made, it's love made. We'll be there with you throughout this journey, but be patient enough through this journey for us, and we're eventually sure that by 1, 2 or 3 cycles, we'll eventually be able to give you success.
Most people chase ideas that make money. A few chase ideas that make impact, but a very few have the courage to chase ideas that make people uncomfortable and turn that discomfort into purpose. My guest today, Dr. Sarthak Bakshi, is one of those few. Dr. Sarthak is the CEO and co-founder of RISA IVF, one of India's and Nepal's leading fertility clinic. He's recognized by Forbes 30 Under 30. He has delivered more than 8 TEDx talks. He's an angel investor in over 30 plus startups. He grew up in a family of doctor, but refused to take the predictable route. Tried building a gaming startup and failed, and somehow found himself in one of the most emotionally charged and socially misunderstood industries in India, IVF. Sarthak's story is about courage, the kind that rebuilds belief, restores faith, and reminds us that creating hope can be the boldest enterprise of all. Dr. Sarthak, thank you so much. Welcome to Beyond Titles. A lot of things you do, so thank you so much for being here.
Thank you, Suraj, for having me here. It's a pleasure, as always, and it's a pleasure to interact with you all the times that we have had our interaction.
So, in India, concept is lawyer son becomes lawyer, doctor son or daughter becomes doctor, but you did not choose the route. So tell us about that, why, and how did it go about?
You're actually right that, as growing up, and both my parents are doctors, so you tend to eventually become a doctor, or that's what you take. So in 11th, I had both science, I had bio and math, and, I had thought to become a doctor itself because I hadn't seen anything else. But as a eureka moment, or I would say as it struck that the good and the bad thing is we never had any hospital. So it wasn't as if I'm going to carry a legacy or I can just put myself into a system which is already ongoing. My parents were working for different hospitals. So I always had that knack that even if I become a doctor, eventually I end up working for someone else and I'll end up doing something which I probably would not want to do. So that itch of creating a business or creating hope or building a legacy, that would have never been fulfilled if I was a doctor. So that clarity I had probably at 11th or 12th itself that, why do I want to work for someone else if I have, probably I could say the luxury that I can try something of my own. If my parents can support me, that you can go out there and there is no need for you to earn right now just pure after college and send us money back home. So when that was not a need, so I never became a doctor because I knew I can do something that I would want to do and I wanted to scratch that itch always. So entrepreneurship was always
from the beginning.
All in the beginning.
So that itch turned into building a gaming startup.
Oh yes.
So how did that go? I thought that did not work too well, but how did you go about it? Why a gaming startup first of all?
Yes, so because I did computer engineering and when I did finish my computer engineering, I had a brief stint with Infosys and then one of your fellow companies, Ernst & Young. And within five months, again, I said that itch should scratching me that whatever salary I was getting, may that be measly 40,000 rupees or a handsome princely 1 lakh rupees. And this is back in 2010. So even at that point of time, what was I doing? 12 hours of struggle for someone else. And no matter how much you struggle, there was always a linear growth. There wasn't a geometrical progression. There wasn't that no J curve that, you can do something. And that's where within the first year of your job, when people are trying to settle in, people are thinking to understand, before my probation period would also get over in both these firms, I would put in my papers and started this gaming company. Suraj, I was lucky enough because that I did not need to do an MBA, but I did an MLS, Masters in Life, learnings, some sort of that kind of degree, because I wasn't successful. I bled money, I lost sleepless nights, and when there was no depression kind of a term floating around, there was no mental trauma, but you were suffering from there, and you could not precisely. So in 2011 or 12, when we were shutting down that startup, the learning that I had, because it was Murphy's law. Whatever could go wrong did go wrong, from finance to marketing to hiring to co-founder conflict. So you saw through that journey. Everything in one startup. I had to go through everything, because we were lucky enough that our first game was extremely a big hit. So we earned around, say, 40-50 lakh. And because we earned that 40-50 lakhs, we burnt all of that, plus we burnt our own money, plus the time lost, say 1.5, 2 years at that point of time does not seem much. But in the gradual scheme of things, for 2 years and in that negative zone, that when an entrepreneur comes down, and that's what life taught me, that, no startup is going to be a hunky-dory all throughout. It's going to be a roller coaster, up and down. And that's where it hit me that, okay, this is not meant for me, and no point in continuing into a failed journey. You would always hear that, rise up and fail fast, that kind of a saying. But for me, it was like, fail fast and fail again to get to a successful point. So after that, there's one more startup that I did after that.
And that was the itch did not go.
Yeah, so the itch never went away. And that was a laundry startup. And again failed at that also. So again burnt more money, again burnt more nights, again went into negative zone. And finally, after both these things, that the third thing that we started was this fertility center in 2013 and 14. And that's how the actual entrepreneurship journey started. So there was MBA, there's executive MBA all through after that. But the learnings through that can never be.
But still, Risa IVF was again co-founded by you, right?
Yes.
With your mother.
Yeah.
But then again, it's a startup. So you had the confidence again
No, that's the learning, that a co-founder. I knew that my mother would not leave me even after a verbal spat during, and which has happened multiple times. I'm sure that you also work with your father. You will not look eye to eye on all the points. And there are some things that you would say. And though this is a healthcare startup, but I was always, as a clinician she is, but I would override her thing that, we don't have to look at from a clinical standpoint of view. We have to look at from a cultural standpoint of view. We don't have to always think what the doctor is. What's the system or the process that is following? So we override the doctor and follow the process. So there was so many,
I'm sure.
naysaying going between me and her. But the only good thing is that I know that she would actually forgive me at the end of the day, or I would actually say, okay, let's work it out, rather than the first startup where we could not see eye to eye. And secondly, multiple other things, the trust issues that come from like a mother and son, that was always there. So too many things, not apart from the co-founder, from the money aspect also, and then trusting the other person doing the role. Like between my earlier startup, if someone is handling tech and they're not able to do the job, like the laundry startup, so you would obviously undermine that. Probably your tech skills are not great. If we could have outsourced it to a third person agency, and when you don't have that trust, when you don't have that marriage with your co-founder, so they will never work. So,
but why IVF? I mean, that was because.
No, so after 2 failed startups, and after a lot of money being lost, so the third thing has to be a little more sure or a little more senile, in the sense that, okay, my mother, who's a very senior IVF specialist, she's been working for someone else for 25, 30 years. Why not take her expertise and bring it out to the world? IVF was nothing new. There were a lot of IVF centers back then also, but what could I do from a non-healthcare, from a technological point of view, from a standardization perspective, and when IVF is still in a very nascent stage in India. Now, 10 years down the line, there's a boom of IVF centers.
I mean, you see a center on the left and then you see a center on the right.
Yeah, now there's a boom because, the PE money started coming in, VC monies have started funding, and fertility has certainly taken the center stage. that wasn't the case back in 2013, 14, and when people were still stigmatized, surrogacy, which was an alien concept or how it is happening. The only movie that had come back then was Vicky Donor, and which had also focused on the most wrong aspect of IVF, which is the sperm donation aspect. All the other movies that you would have seen, Good News, Bad News, Mimi, they've come post 2018, 19. So that's where mainstream IVF started coming, connecting to masses. So it is probably the J curve you said, that J curve started post 2018, 19.
So I was thinking IVF, I would say, is not just science, right? Obviously, there is big
Yeah.
science, but a lot of emotion is there by parents. There's heartbreak as well in the whole thing, and I would say miracle if something happens. All I would say rolled up in one. What was your miracle moment, which really when you started and you saw that first miracle moment? It's always that first moment which really gives you either the confidence you're in the right path from a business level or emotional level. What was your moment where you really thought, yeah, this is now finally, after 2 failed startups, now I'm going in the right path?
The first fail moment was, when I was sitting in her OPD as observing, So my miracle moment was everybody was hush hush. They would like come, no, हमारा बच्चा नहीं हो रहा, हम बता नहीं सकते, उनको ना पता लगे, आप उनके थ्रू हमें उनको बताए, we came through a reference, but आप उनको बताना मत, हम आपके पास आए हैं. Everybody just wanted to hide the fact that they have actually come to a doctor for a medical problem. They are not considering this as a medical problem. Even though it's a medical problem, the solution is science-based, it's evidence-based medicine, but our society would probably take IVF as a character assassination on your womanhood or on your manlyhood. In 2013-14, when I was just observing this, it was purely either I am less of a man if I'm coming to a clinic, or she is less of a woman if there is some problem with her, from a medical point of view, from a uterus or from ovaries. Ki, are. So everybody who just would not want to actually tell. So how does a business thrive? It's actually through word of mouth, it's actually through services. Or how does the society evolve when in actuality, instead of sharing your success, you're sharing your story. And that's how, you would say, Kia, we also underwent through IVF. It's a very normal procedure. If you're struggling, if you're having struggling from infertility for the last 2 years, go and see it to a specialist. But no, people are not ready to share, and that's why. So I'll tell you a very interesting fact that what I observed was coming to us was at a very later stage. The last resort. The first entry point was to a temple or to any religious place, a mosque, temple, you're just going there for 1-2 years and then multiple type of rituals that you can undergo.
Correct.
Okay, so you're not going probably then to a god man, some baba, something, some taweez, some rudra.
और ये अभी भी बहुत हो रहा है.
अभी तो बहुत है, because obviously everybody's not got up to speed.
Correct,
and people still don't understand कि medical problem की medical solution ही होगी, so they are still कि चलो पहले टेम्पल हो गए, बाबा हो गए, भाई फिर तीसरा कोई लोकल डॉक्टर कि भाई नहीं हो रहा है तो अच्छा तुम्हें ताकत की दवाइयाँ देते हैं, तो सबसे पहले कि भाई मल्टीविटामिन दे देंगे या वो दे देंगे, कुछ ना कुछ और लोकल डॉक्टर, फिर गायनेकोलॉजिस्ट. जब गायनेकोलॉजिस्ट भी नहीं कर पाते, then third is super specialization, which is IVF, तब जाके आते हैं. So this journey is 5-6 years.
Oh wow.
तो which if they could have come to us
5 years before.
Yeah, 5 years before, when they are more healthy, the age is on their side, all the hormonal parameters are on their side, the organs, whichever we are saying would be more healthier 5 years ago than what they are today. The 5 years की journey जब मैंने देखी, मैंने कहा we have to catch them young, we have to actually even impart knowledge to people कि भाई anything, if you are trying naturally for 1 year and the 1 year at the max and it's still not happening, then there must be some reason, some medical reason. There could be 20% chance it's unexplained. You're perfect, your wife is perfect, everything is perfect, but you're not able to conceive. That is 20%. But the rest 80%, there must be a medical reason. But people for that 80% will not come to a doctor. They will actually go through
the
whole grind. क्योंकि कौन मानने को तैयार है? Nobody is ready to accept because they take it as a blip on themselves. कि भाई,
but is it just the tier 2-3 towns you will see this, or you will see this in tier 1 also? I mean, where more educated crowd is there, I would say they also feel the same.
They are also feeling the same. टीयर 1 की थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम अलग हो गई है. उनकी प्रॉब्लम इज जैसे जो मैंने दूसरा ऑब्जर्व करा, टीयर 1 प्रॉब्लम इज एक तो पहले तो मैरिज होगी नहीं, पहले तो करियर. भाई वी हैव टू डू समथिंग, वी हैव टू बिकम समथिंग, and once we have achieved that, let's think about marriage. So this is post 30 for everything, unlike our parents in yesteryears कि भाई 20s में शादी हो जाए, कर दो भाई, अब बाद में देखे जाएंगे. आपका करियर, फैमिली, बिजनेस चलता रहेगा, शादी करो. बच्चे हो जाते थे तभी सबके इतने बच्चे होते थे, किसी के 8 हो रहे हैं, किसी के 10 हो रहे हैं, किसी के 4 हो रहे हैं, और यहाँ पे तो अब एक भी नहीं हो रहा. तो टीयर 1 की प्रॉब्लम सिटीज लाइक गुड़गांव, बैंगलोर, नोएडा, हैदराबाद एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट, वेयर everybody is stressed, जो एक unnamed factor है. And after that, एज के बाद अगर कर ली थी शादी, मैं देखा कि 32, 33, आफ्टर लॉट ऑफ फैमिलियल प्रेशर कि भाई चलो शादी तो करो, शादी करेंगे. अभी तो लेट मी गेट टू नो माई स्पाउस, पहले मैं 2-3 साल उसके बाद करूँ. लेट अस रोम समवेयर, कभी एक यूरोप घुमाएं, ऑस्ट्रेलिया चले जाएं, घूम के आ जाए. तो वाइफ इज़ नॉट सेटल्ड, यू नो, उसको भी कुछ करना है. They give themselves 5 to 7 years. After that, they think of family planning, because in their mind, and it's a very human thing, कि बच्चा तो हो ही जाता है, सबको हो जाता है. किसी ने nobody thinks that way कि भाई कि I can होगा नहीं, या प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी, because इतने बच्चे देखे हैं. पॉपुलेशन वर्ल्ड की 9 बिलियन टच कर रही है. इंडिया इज द मोस्ट पॉपुलस कंट्री. सो द बिगर क्वेश्चन इज कि पीपल डोंट थिंक दैट इट कैन हैपन टू देम. And it's not a medical problem, you know, you don't get to feel. BP है तो कहीं कुछ पता लगेगा, कोलेस्ट्रॉल है तो कुछ दिखाई देगा, जैसे यू आर सेइंग, यू नो, आईज में कुछ प्रॉब्लम है तो अपने पता लग गई. इनफर्टिलिटी तो पता लगने ही नहीं वाली, बिकॉज इट्स आइदर हार्मोनल और देयर इज सम प्रॉब्लम, देयर इज नथिंग, देयर इज नॉट गोइंग टू बी एनी फिजिकल hint given to you that there you can be, your sperms have some problem, or the wife's uterus have some problem, or the egg quality is not there, or something is because you have never tried to have a child. And nobody is brave enough in India. No man is to get a semen analysis test done every year. कोई कराने नहीं वाला. Women कोई अपना egg reserve का टेस्ट नहीं कराने वाली. अब जब कोई नॉलेज ही नहीं है किसी को, एंड सबको गॉड गिवन थॉट है कि हम जब बच्चा चाहेंगे हो जाएगा, तो जब वो चाहते हैं अब होता नहीं है. That's why infertility is increasing like tremendously. 1 in 6 couples actually suffer from infertility. You would technically see all around, you know, that people even after 6-7 years are now having a baby. It's purely through IVF.
And what's wrong?
There is nothing wrong. I mean, there is nothing wrong. It's just that they're not out there in the open to tell about it, because again they feel like अब IVF हुआ, अगर उसके आगे आप क्वेश्चन पूछ लो, अच्छा क्यों जरूरत पड़ी, तो क्या will you be man enough to tell? नहीं यार, मेरा ना थोड़ी काउंट कम आया था, it was less than 5 million, या you know, मेरी motility was less than 50%, या मेरी morphology was less than 2%. In technical terms, you can't tell that, because no, it's like अच्छा, because our thing was तेरा स्पर्म कम था, ओ तो मर्दी यार, शायद थोड़ा वैसा वाला नहीं है, मैचो मैन नहीं है, ये नहीं है. सो बिकॉज वी हैव ऑल दिस प्रेजुडिस इन आवर माइंड, दैट इज वेयर वी कांट शेयर. और मान लो IVF बोल दिया तो उसके आगे क्वेश्चन ना पूछे, तो बस करा है तो करा है. नीड थी, वी ट्राइड नेचुरली, इट डिड नॉट हैपन लाइक एनी अदर थिंग. इट्स लाइक हेयर फॉल हो रहा है, आप गए किसी हेयर ट्रांसप्लांट सर्जन के पास, जाके करा लिया. इट डज नॉट नेसेसरली मीन दैट यू नो दैट व्हाई यू आर हैविंग एन हेयर फॉल. नोबडी आस्क्स दैट, बिकॉज इट्स अ कॉस्मेटिक चेंज, दिख जाता है. बट IVF क्योंकि दिखाई नहीं देगा, और कोई पूछ ले, कोई इंट्रोस्पेक्ट करे, कोई आगे क्वेश्चन करे, इट्स अ वेरी टैबूड थिंग, यू नो. एंड इट्स नॉट एंड दिस टैबू हैज बीन गोइंग ऑन फ्रॉम generations कि अगर बच्चा नहीं हो रहा तो
how old is IVF? I mean, as a mainstream.
As a mainstream, no. IVF was invented or discovered in 1978.
Oh, that long
by
back.
2 scientists, Patrick Steptoe and Robert Edwards in the UK, and Louis Brown was the first IVF baby. So in 1978 she was born. So funny enough, she's now herself a mother. She is, I think, 5 or 7 year old daughter that she has for herself. So in generality, अगर कोई मुझसे पूछता है ना, मैंने कहा आपको फर्स्ट एग्जांपल दिखाते, जो फर्स्ट IVF बेबी हुआ था उसका भी बच्चा हो गया है. तो इतना नेचुरल प्रोसेस है कि जो 1978 में पैदा हुई थी उसके भी बच्चा हो गया. तो इट्स लाइक अ 45 year old और almost up to 50 year old technology. So it's evolved in that
evolution.
Yes.
And obviously, but during, let's say, what's the success rate of IVF? Because I'm just trying to understand. I want to know what is the most heartbreaking thing you would have seen. It's an emotional thing for sure.
It's very emotional, right? It's very emotional,
and it's a grind, obviously, to go through an IVF process. So, what's the success ratio, and what is the most heartbreaking thing you have personally seen?
So world over, the success ratio is 40 to 50%.
That's not bad.
No matter, yeah, approximately, with more technology, with better consumables, medias, better imaging techniques, and with everything getting better. So the success is improving, obviously, albeit from say 30% is now gone up till 50-55%. But again, it's science, it's not that we guarantee IVF or कि IVF कराया तो बच्चा मिल ही जाएगा. When you're talking about heartbreaking, I've seen people undergone 7, 8, even 10 cycles of IVF. इतनी IVF cycle ले लिए हैं, but बच्चा नहीं हो रहा है. So it can go through that
And it's
grind
a painful
also.
process.
I would not call it from a physical standpoint of view. Physically painful नहीं है, emotional turmoil. I mean, the havoc that you say, especially after 14 days. So when you're trying to test your beta HCG levels, कि भाई positive आया नहीं हो. So once you got the procedure done, आप 14 days तक wait करना है आपको. What does go through your mind? Every day you're trying to be very careful, get the right medicines, eat the right thing, be in a positive state of mind, because success तो पता है किससे आएगा. फेलियर के कोई रीजन नहीं है. फेलियर के देर आर 20,000 रीजंस. आपने दवाई टाइम पे नहीं ली, आप या तो बुरे हो गए, या आप भाग लिए, या आप गिर गए, या आपने कुछ उल्टा कर दिया. तो इनते 14 डेज की जो वो वेट होती है ना, प्लस negative हो गया. How do you take that?
How do you take it?
Where did I go wrong? Because probably you did not go wrong. The embryos were of not good quality. The hand could have gone wrong. There could be 10,000 reasons. So going through that emotional turmoil again is very heart wrenching. And that is where we feel. जब वो आते हैं कि why me? When they ask you a question कि उसको तो सक्सेस मिल गया, मुझे क्यों नहीं मिला? And again, it's
There's no answer to that.
There is no answer to that. Every case is individual and every success is individual, but you can't say that you can't lose hope. My main personal is when you again building RISA IVF, the only thought process is that it's not that you will get a success probably in your first try, but what we learned through your failure, we won't let that happen in your second cycle. You're free to choose ours or go to some other clinic, but if we have learned something through your first cycle, we will definitely ensure that we don't probably take that learnings into the second cycle, and in the second, probably in the third, and mathematically, probabilistically, the chances of success getting better and better.
You said obviously it's still a taboo. What is one taboo which really frustrates you, which still is there about IVF?
Accepting that it's a medical condition. People have still have a barrier around themselves, both emotionally, physically, that I would need IVF or I would need a doctor's help to get pregnant. My father had 6 babies. My mother's side are 7 siblings. But हम नहीं कर पा रहे. हमारे एक भी नहीं हो पा रहा. I've seen multiple times कभी आता है, नाम आता है ना, कुछ रमेश सुरेश. मैंने कहा ये कैसा नाम हुआ? पता लगता है they're giving false names because they just don't want to reveal their identity also.
ये भी होता है.
ये बहुत होता है common. I would actually see कि मैंने कहा when you actually get to see यार इतना awkward name तो नहीं होना चाहिए भाई. राम श्याम रमेश सुरेश. तो people generally want to conceal because they've come for a consult. They don't want to tell कि क्या है क्या नहीं है, नाम नहीं आया. I've seen men coming in with a cap and just ऐसे नीचे आंखें ऐसे करके बैठे हुए हैं, दिखा नहीं रहे कि भाई obviously कैमरा दे, कोई देख ना ले, कोई पता ना लगा ले, because you've come to an IVF center, तो obviously शर्म बहुत कॉमन है आज के दिन में. and there are some people I've seen कि बहुत पुराने मतलब रूरल एरिया के लिए बोल रहे कि मुझे बोला गया है दूसरी औरत ले आओ क्योंकि ये बच्चा नहीं कर पा रही है, which is actually very heartbreaking कि अगर प्रॉब्लम मैन के अंदर हो. एंड सर्टन पीपल वेयर आई हैव एक्चुअली फाउंड दैट कि मेरा भी टेस्ट कर लीजिए, मुझे तो बोल दिया गया है कि तुम दूसरी शादी कर लो, हमें 6 साल हो गए हैं बट हम बच्चा नहीं दे पा रहे हैं, एंड माँ बाप ने तो बोल दिया तुम दूसरी शादी करो, हमें तो बच्चा चाहिए, पोता पोती वट एवर वी नीड इट. एंड मैरिजेस आर गेटिंग ब्रोकन because of the fact that there is no progeny, there is no next generation coming in. इतना pressure है. And again, एजुकेशन की बात अलग है, उनका अलग प्रेशर है, नॉन एजुकेटेड पीपल में अलग प्रेशर है, रूरल हाउस होल्ड के अलग स्ट्रेसेस हैं, दे वांट वर्कर्स, दे वांट समवन टू वर्क इन द फार्म्स, दे हैव सो मच ऑफ मैनुअल लेबर, टेक्नोलॉजी वहाँ पे नहीं पहुँची है या पहुँच भी रही है, दे रिक्वायर वर्किंग हैंड्स, व्हाट आई फेल्ट, व्हाट आई सीन कि दे वांट पीपल, कि जितने ज़्यादा लोग होंगे काम करने वाले होंगे उतना आउटपुट हमारा बढ़ेगा, उतनी हमारी यील्ड बढ़ेगी, व्हाट आई गॉट टू नो। तो मैं बार बार जब उनसे पूछा था, मैंने कहा आपको अगर नहीं भी हो पा रहा तो इतने आपको प्रेशर क्यों डाला जा रहा है? तो उन्होंने बताया कि हमारे घर में जितने ज़्यादा लोग उतने ज़्यादा काम करने वाले हाथ मिलेंगे, जितने ज़्यादा काम करने वाले मिलेंगे उतनी आमदनी ज़्यादा आएगी, जितनी आमदनी ज़्यादा आएगी उतनी हमारी तरक्की होगी। एंड दिस थॉट प्रोसेस हैज़ बीन गोइंग ऑन इन देयर जनरेशंस। तो अगर नहीं होता तो वो तो सिंपल वहाँ पे दूसरी शादी करो या दूसरी बीवी लाओ या ये लाओ, बिकॉज
But I was just thinking कि rural area में IVF won't be mainstream, right? I mean, I can understand tier 1 towns में, but tier 2 towns में they think about it or they know about it.
yeah, now with technology, with Facebook, Instagram, and with everybody on
Everyone's-
them,
that's also
even
big.
with TikToks of the world, so and Googles of the world, so we are also advertising. I don't have to lie about it. कि हम क्या नहीं, हम भी target करते हैं. And I have my clinics in Pilibhit. I don't
So
know
you
if you
have
know.
in Pilibhit also?
I have in
Wow.
Pilibhit also.
And you're in Nepal, so how come Nepal?
So Nepal was just incognito movement, and where I ventured out there thinking that I want to expand out of India, the most proximal location to Delhi. And luckily, they only had 2 or 3 IVF centers back in 2015, and the government hospital, like their main AIMS hospital, had the maternity wing and set up an IVF for last 1 year and was not able to function. तो उन्होंने कहा आप आए हैं, हमारा तो 1 साल से हमने गवर्नमेंट प्रोजेक्ट लॉन्च करा है, ये IVF सेंटर पे ताला लगा हुआ है, please run it, please do whatever you want. I mean, this just kind of clicked for us. So we ran the government and we ran the IVF hospital in the government setup for 3 years, trained the doctors, took up the
But
IVF
people
over
accepted
there.
out there in Nepal?
Everyone. So the need, the quintessential question is that is there a need for a baby or can you be without one? You're a parent yourself, I know that. So the question that I actually ask कि भाई people actually, there's a different debate for कि adoption कर लो, वो कर लो, चलो उसमें भी बच्चा तो चाहिए आपको, हर कोई चाह रहा है, तो क्या नीड है और क्यों है वो नीड? Why does someone want to have a baby is the question. तो बच्चा सबको चाहिए, जितना मैंने देखा, चाहे वो नेपाल हो, चाहे वो US हो, चाहे वो सोमालिया हो, चाहे वो कहीं हो, कहीं भी जाओ.
Nature, human nature.
The
I would say
human nature,
stays the
the
same.
human psychology of people, because जब when you ask deeper into it ना psychologically, when I ask कि भाई क्या करोगे, तो everybody said कि उनकी लाइफ का एसेंस, अस्तित्व, हमारा कोई बिजनेस नहीं है, कोई शॉप जो हम ओन करते हैं रहे ना रहे, बट हम कैसे जी के जा रहे हैं अपना एक बच्चा, जो हम अपने आप को रेप्लिकेट कैसे करें, या उनका थॉट प्रोसेस दैट वी आर गोइंग, व्हाट डू वी लीव इनटू दिस वर्ल्ड, अ बिट ऑफ आवरसेल्व्स बाय थ्रू आवर चिल्ड्रन. This is the answer that I got from most of the places, कि that why is the need of a child that everyone craves for it, कि भाई हर तो कोई औरंगजेब नहीं है कि ना कोई वेल्थ है, ना हम कोई अंबानी अडानी की भाई कि इतनी वेल्थ है कि भाई किसी ना किसी को दे के जानी है. इवन एज यू थिंक ना द रूरल लेवल पे कि क्यों देना चाह रहे हैं, अपार्ट फ्रॉम द
Working part.
financial working partner, is what do I leave back once I go is my children who
will carry my legacy.
carry my legacy, or who carry me itself, कि मेरी शक्ल, मेरी हैबिट्स, मेरे बारे में कोई बात करने वाला, अपार्ट फ्रॉम एवरीथिंग, द साइकोलॉजिकल थॉट कि यार मैं तो था, आए सार्थक बख्शी क्या है, तो मेरा जो बच्चा है वो लिटिल बिट ऑफ सार्थक बख्शी है. 25% होगा, 10% होगा, 75% होगा, कोई शक्ल से होगा, कुछ हरकतों से होगा, किसी से होगा. सो दैट साइकोलॉजिकल नीड दैट आई हैव विल इवेंचुअली स्टे ऑन थ्रू माई चिल्ड्रन is what compels people, or is the need for people to keep on having babies and keep ever going.
But I'm just trying to understand, the weight on you would be very high. I'm thinking that, let's say, if it doesn't become successful, does it happen that people blame you?
A lot of times. I mean, a lot of marketing goes into, getting a patient. And every time you to said, that you have 70% success rate, and how come we have tried and nahi hua? This is not fair. This is not there. And IVF per se is elective. It's again choice based. There is no insurance. There is no
So you're paying
ECHS
a lot.
scheme. There's purely elective in the sense that you're paying out of your pocket expenses, you're paying upfront. There's not reimbursed through any corporate policy or through anything. So the expectation that we have paid for a service and how do we not get a result is where we have to tell you that it's science based. I know it's lab based, but I actually say IVF is not lab made, it's love made. So unless you show us love or unless you let us love you back way in a way that we can, let us be your emotional partner and not only your medical partner, we won't be able to give you success. So it's a journey. Don't think that parenthood is a one-time transaction. It's not a product market fit. It's not like a D2C startup कि भाई ये product लिया इतने पैसे दिए हो जाएगा. You are coming on a journey with us, and that's what I've told to all my counselors. Please explain that, don't come to us for a single transaction. If you're coming to us with a thought of I pay this much and I get a baby, ऐसी कोई वे बैलेंस नहीं है कि यहाँ रुपए डाले और यहाँ पे बच्चा मिल जाएगा. भाई बहुत इमोशनल जर्नी, mental, physical, all of this journey comes over here. And if you're ready to take this journey, we are ready to handhold you through this journey, and we're going to be there with you no matter how much time it takes, no matter what support you require from us, no matter if you require a free IVF from us. We'll be there with you throughout this journey, but be patient enough through this journey for us, and we're eventually sure that by 1, 2 or 3 cycles, we'll eventually be able to give you success.
But see, IVF also becomes, I would say, deeply personal, right? So you build multiple clinics, and I'm sure there are a lot of other people who have multiple clinics as well. How do you maintain that intimacy then, right? You have to be very operationally involved. Maybe parents want to meet you, right? How do you balance that with a business angle to it?
It's very good, So scaling has always been a very tough task, and what I have seen is that scaling can either be done through process or scaling can done through, say love. So we are not the biggest, but I said we want to be biggest in terms of trust. We don't want to be biggest with 100 plus clinics and where people don't know who the doctor is or people don't know, what you're getting into. There is a process, follow the process. It's come from the management from top above, patient XYZ. Just go through the grind. This is this medicine, this is this. And you follow a very technically sought out, driven process. I said we don't want to do that. We want to build our clinics through compassion. We want to give the journey. We want to handhold the parent. We want them to trust us. We want to be their emotional partner. We want to cry and laugh with them. That's the main aim, that we will always be the most trusted partner for them rather than the biggest partner or the biggest name in the industry that can actually say that we are. So scaling through compassion has always been the aim.
So, when I would say if IVF doesn't work out, it's obviously an emotional breakdown. But there are a lot of other things, like be it surrogacy, be it adoption, be it again trying. How do you, does that happen before people come? And how does generally people work? They will do, like you said, there's a 5-year process, people come to IVF. Now, let's say if IVF doesn't work, first, how does adoption work? How does surrogacy work? Are there other ways also where I would say the last resorts for parents?
No, so IVF is also not the first resort. The first resort is to diagnose, is it male infertility, female infertility, undiagnosed, is what tubal factors, endometriosis, PCOS, one of all these medical terminology, that what is the cause of infertility. Once you know the cause, then you start with the treatment. Say if it's male infertility. So you don't even know that you have to go for an IVF. We try for an IUI, which is a very simple procedure. We take the sperm, we process it in a lab, and we put it back into the uterus. A very safe, simple procedure, not costly at all. The chances of success are 25-30% only in that process. If that doesn't go through, then we suggest, if there are multiple rounds of failures of IUI, then we suggest an IVF. Surrogacy, either the medical condition says it all, that the uterus isn't there. So there's a process called hysterectomy where women, the uterus is taken out, because it can be dangerous, or there's cyst, or there's polyp, or some other thing. So if the uterus is not there, you'll have to go for surrogacy. If there are multiple IVF failures, you go for surrogacy. If there's some other problem with the uterus that you are not getting through, recurrent implantation. So medical reasons, surrogacy comes as once after IVF has failed, or there's a problem with the uterus. That's when you suggest surrogacy. Adoption, people say adoption and I am all up for it. I actually tell, but the laws, the government body, the way to adopt is extremely difficult and it's not feasible at all. If you as a parent, you say you want to adopt a child, firstly, there's a 2 year waiting time. Secondly, they do your background check, which is good. They do your financial check, they do your criminal check, they do all these
It's
kind
all
of
good, I
checks,
think so.
which is all good. But and then secondly, thirdly, when you go there, people have this notion that I will go and I will choose the baby. Like there will be a line of babies standing in front of me, and you're like observing. Okay, that one.
ये अच्छा
Yeah,
लग रहा है
I
मुझे.
like that. ये अच्छा लग रहा है. ये मुझे ये लड़का 1 साल का ये अच्छा लग रहा है. ये दे दो. It's not like that. The agency will let you know that we have a 4-year-old Northeast girl which is now up for adoption. Are you willing for it or not? That's the only choice you get. And that too, if you can wait, because as I told you, people think that they'll go tomorrow for adoption and they will get it. Kara, which is the name of the agency, the process is extremely stringent. Your number doesn't come. And then there are a lot of times that people who have, children that are up in orphanages have some sort of medical problem. Someone's with a Down syndrome, someone's has a cleft chin, someone has the fingers missing. So there's a little bit of problem with the child that has been given up for adoption. You might, as a parent, might not want it. So the big mismatch is the thought process that adoption, what is probably shown in the movies, is I go and select my kind of baby, which does not
Doesn't
have
work.
happen. It does not happen at all. So that's why adoption is not mainstream and extremely difficult. And I have seen very few people actually adopting
Actually
a
adopting.
child. Adopting child, it's not there. So surrogacy, which is a mainstream thing now these days, and you have plenty of stars to back you up. Shah Rukh Khan, Amir Khan, Sohail Khan, Shilpa Shetty, Preeti Zinta.
What happens in surrogacy?
So surrogacy primarily is, if I very crude layman terms, is हिंदी में जैसे इसको बोलते हैं, इंग्लिश में rent a womb, हिंदी में किराए की कोख. So
जो एक मूवी में भी दिखाया था.
हाँ, Mimi, which is
Yes.
Kriti Senon, which again then painted out that if someone is not able to carry a baby by themselves, they are actually telling a third person, a third woman, to carry the baby for them. So the uterus acts as an incubator. The genetics of it, जैसे कहते हैं शक्ल, अकल, माँ बाप पे बच्चे, is the sperm and the egg.
That is our parents only.
That's the parents. अगर husband का, उसका हो भी नहीं सकता. That's not allowed, because if you take the egg from the surrogate mother, then the surrogate mother gets a biological right on the baby. 50% of her genes that get transferred. So in India, the law has always been very clear. A surrogate mother has to be different from the egg and the sperm, the donor, both. There can be parents or there can be a sperm donor, an egg from the wife. If the permutation combination, the sperm, egg and uterus, there are 3 things. Now you can combine it in between any of them. That the egg is from the woman and there is a sperm donor, some third guy, and then there is a uterus given by some. So the 50% of the child belongs to the mother and the rest of both the things are not from her. So when she gets a child, 50% of it would be her. The sperm donor is an anonymous sperm donor or a known sperm donor, but 50%. Similarly, the sperm could be of the father, the egg could be from a third egg donor, and the uterus from someone else. Or both the sperm and egg from the father and the mother, and the uterus is given by someone else. So surrogacy, as I said, could be because of medical reasons.
And this is common?
Very
you said,
common.
obviously, at the
Very common these days. I'm taking names of celebrities because people can connect with them. कि भाई इन लोगों ने सबने करा रखी है surrogacy. सबके बच्चे अब अबराम से लेके सोहेल खान, even Farah Khan has triplets. So that was through IVF and she was vocal about it. Shilpa Shetty just underwent surrogacy and just underwent, now is 4-5 years.
these people saying will help other people, right? Because it gives confidence that if stars can do it, celebs can do it, then the normal people get the confidence of doing it also. How is artificial intelligence going around the industry? I'll tell you, I saw a crazy video yesterday, right? There's a robot in China, right? I don't know what they put it in the robot. And by the way, this is coming next year. Supposedly, अब वो 1-2 साल बाद आए, 5 साल बाद. Let's not get into the 5 साल बाद आ जाए. आज बात कर रहे हैं तो मतलब कुछ टेस्टिंग तो चल रही है. And the baby is born inside the robot. And the baby comes out after 10 months, a real baby.
I know, I've seen that video that they're mimicking the whole
maybe the whole
the whole
human-
human body, you know, that you're placing
Maybe the-
embryo in the humanoid or the robot, as they say, and all the body that it gives, you know, the nutrition that the mother gives, you know, through the umbilical cord, and all the things would be given through the robot. And in 9 months, you know, as obviously it's a robot, so it can expand, and the stomach
that's
is
crazy.
increasing.
I'm just saying the thought
obviously-
process.
I mean, it's like a sci-fi movie based out of.
But you know what happens?
movie.
Problem is with sci-fi movie when it happens, what we generally see with sci-fi movies, eventually maybe 5-10 years down the line,
Could be.
it
Could
can
be,
become
yeah.
a reality.
It can, yeah, probably 25-30 years down the line, and with things, the way things are going, it can eventually become a reality. That 30 years line, that instead of surrogate mothers, you have surrogate humanoids. You know,
yeah.
that you can't have. Why do you require people to deliver babies now? There are humanoids because as a form, people are. It's becoming difficult for people now to carry baby. I mean, around the world, what we have seen is what we call as TFR, total fertility rate. It's on a decline. I mean, if you know that the world population, though it is increasing. But a lot of the developed countries, the TFR has gone so down that the population is not getting replaced. The prime example is South Korea, where it is 0.72. I mean, they are not producing enough babies as much as the people that they are
Japan as
dying.
well.
So they are at a negative population decline. By 2000, some statistics, 2070, the country will not have any new workforce only entering.
All old people.
Yeah. So, I mean, how does it say that father, mother, if both of them say eventually die, they need to be replaced by 2 people. So the healthy ratio is 2.1, which is saying the population replacement level.
Acha,
In a very crude sense, if I can make you understand, भाई, my father, my mother, अब दोनों चले जाएंगे तो 2 बच्चे होंगे तभी तो जाके उनको replace करेंगे.
करेंगे.
अब हर कोई, you can see in our society also people are having one kid
one
only,
kid.
one kid
one
only.
kid.
So India में there are still sections of society which are doing 3 just
three,
to
four,
balance.
just that
So
balance out.
our technical ratio is right now we are at 2.1. We're at
India.
the population. India at a population replacement level. South Korea, South Korea, Japan, Austria, other European countries, they are all on a decline. I mean, they're not replacing the population. And the problem is, when these people get old, there will not be enough people to actually work and look after them and then produce their own babies. So that's why the whole scenario is that certain companies, Japan government pays you money, Germany government pays you money to have babies.
If you see, even China when came out with a one kid
One kid
policy,
policy.
now it's
turned around,
to
yeah.
Now actually they're realizing this is actually not so good also
also.
because we have such aged population coming and new population is not replacing the aged
Yeah, so
population.
China stopped its one-child policy, and now,
Now they're promoting it.
They're encouraging people to have babies is because everybody has understood that once this population, you require for an economy to thrive from a socio-economic perspective. If you're not having younger people coming in, who will get the innovation? Who will become your new workforce? Who will then look after the older workforce? Who will do all of these things? So now
Who
the
will do the
government who actually do the work. So they have realized this, and that's why all these countries are giving potential measures. So my friend Ayan in Germany, he was asking, the government is giving me money, 450 euros per month. It pays me money. It's giving me free child care also. कि भैया बच्चा करो, हम आपको पैसा भी देंगे, हम आपके बच्चे की टेक केयर भी करेंगे. But हम कैसे करें, हमें करना कैसे है, because वहाँ other challenges are there, this is there. So the amount of efforts put in by governments and these countries. So they should just tell you that how mainstream IVF is becoming or how difficult it is becoming for people to have babies. I actually tell this, हमारी प्रॉब्लम स्कूल लेवल से स्टार्ट होती है. बिकॉज स्कूल लेवल में सेक्स एजुकेशन पढ़ाते हैं. स्कूल लेवल में बस ये बताते हैं कि आप नेचुरली करो तो बच्चा हो जाएगा. बिकॉज यूर एट दैट पीक, योर हार्मोन्स आर एट ग्रेट लेवल, एवरीथिंग इज फैंटास्टिक. तो वहाँ पे ना सेक्स एजुकेशन के नाम पे बस यही बताया जाता है कि व्हेनेवर यू ट्राई नेचुरली बच्चा हो ही जाएगा. तो हर एक के दिमाग में द रॉन्ग थॉट नोशन गोज कि इफ यू हैव अनप्रोटेक्टेड सेक्स से you will eventually become pregnant, which is not true. Because when we in our industry, when we see ki we actually are telling them, okay, please do it on this day, on that day, we're actually guiding them, telling them, giving them medicine, ki do all of this, and then they're not able to have this. Because if you could, instead of sex education, if you impart fertility education, that between the age of 15 to 25, you can get pregnant, a woman can become pregnant, a sperm is at its maximum potential, the egg is at its maximum potential, even unplanned pregnancies happen. But post 30 this becomes a difficult task. Post 35 it becomes a women's biological clock goes completely haywire, your egg quality goes down, your uterus capabilities goes down, your hormonal function is not going. For men, stress is induced, the sperm quality has gone for a toss. So if instead of sex education, if you're imparting fertility education, so people understand the difference between that, it's not necessary कि भाई अगर हम ट्राई करेंगे तो हो ही जाएगा, बिकॉज उनको यही बताया जाता है आप ट्राई करोगे हो जाएगा. सो दे आर इन दैट थॉट प्रोसेस एंड दैट्स व्हाई वंस दे ट्राई, व्हेन दे एक्चुअली वांट टू हैव अ बेबी, इट डज नॉट वर्क फॉर देम.
So you were talking about celebs. एक और trend जो चल रहा है, that freezing of eggs amongst the celebs. Like you said, I think so that people are so busy with their careers in 20s and 30s that they don't want to at that time. Let's say the girls want to get pregnant and so. How common is that now?
It's now become very common in tier 1. We do
And
a lot
like
of
an insurance policy.
It is. So I would, so as I said ना, normal thought process क्या है, अगर किसी लड़की को कोई partner नहीं मिल रहा, even if she gets a partner, they're not ready to start a family within that year, next year or 2 years. Everybody wants a companionship first and a security of house, car, European holiday and then family. तो ये सब आते आते टाइम तो लग जाता है. एंड से इफ यू आर करियर ओरिएंटेड, यू आर मैरिंग एट 32, 33 और 34, सो biological clock goes for a toss, for
so
women
true,
specifically.
जैसे बोलते हैं कि 35 जनरली जैसे
Post 35,
एक टर्म बोलते हैं नॉर्मली कि post 35 थोड़ा मुश्किल होता है. That's true.
Very true. The age is one of the biggest factors for infertility, especially for females. मेल्स में तो सिर्फ हमें सिर्फ एक ही स्पर्म चाहिए होता है, तो वो एक स्पर्म 50 तक भी मिल जाएगा, 55 तक भी मिल जाएगा. इट्स नॉट दैट डिफिकल्ट, दैट कॉम्प्लिकेटेड. बट विमेन की egg quality goes for a toss. The quality, the quantity, the everything, all the parameters for an oocyte or an egg goes for a toss. So बहुत necessary होता है. And egg freezing, as you're saying, I know my friends personally, 32, 33-year-olds, because शादी हुई नहीं अभी तक. तो we are actually telling them कि अगर हो भी जाए तो nobody is ready. If you speak to them, you would speak to your say younger friends, सब यही बोलेंगे. Everybody is going for egg freezing because at least they are getting the future fertility, as we say, or fertility preservation. Celebs like Priyanka Chopra, Dinah Hayden, all of them, Preeti Zinta, they've all undergone egg freezing at their point of time. They could be doing it because of their career standpoint of view, and again taking the names because people can connect with them. If you're not these celebs, but if you're a normal person, normal working women, I know I can't take their names out of confidentiality, but a lot of these people, a lot of my friends, friends, sisters, everyone, they're freezing their eggs just for the fact that, bhai, we don't know when we'll find our right partner, but if we can, why not go through a simple procedure and freeze our eggs.
What's the I could not understand, what is designer baby? I mean, this is something which I read. What does it mean?
So there was this technology that come out, CRISPR, which is gene modification. It was a very noble concept कि बहुत टेक्निकली साइंटिफिकली बात करो तो एक ह्यूमन सेल के अंदर माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया होता है, सर्टन साइटोप्लाज्म होता है, ये होता है. जीन लेवल पे, आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट लाइक वेड आउट क्रोमोसोमल लेवल में जाके हम साइंटिफिकली ये सब चीज़ें देख रहे हैं. तो उनमें से उस लेवल पे रिसर्च चल रही है. सो व्हेन यू आर टिंकरिंग दैट कि भाई कि सेल के अंदर माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया वीक है, तो क्या पता किसी और सेल का माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया लाके इसके अंदर रख देंगे जिससे वो सेल पावरफुल हो जाएगी, वो स्पर्म वायबल हो जाएगा या वो एग वायबल हो जाएगा. अब जीन जेनेटिक्स लेवल पे या क्रोमोसोमल लेवल पे व्हेन यू आर डूइंग दिस टिंकरिंग, सो सर्टेनली यू कैन ऑल्टर अदर थिंग्स ऑल्सो. सो वहाँ से कंसेप्ट आ गया डिजाइनर बेबीज, दैट एंड पीपल डोंट अंडरस्टैंड दैट डिजाइनर बेबी डज नॉट मीन दैट आई विल व्हेन यू कम टू IVF क्लिनिक एंड यू गेट अ मेन्यू कार्ड, ब्लू आइज दे दो मेरे बच्चे को, गोल्डन हेयर दे दो, फेयर स्किन दे दो, हाइट 6 feet 5 के ऊपर दे देना. तो पीपल थिंक इन दैट वेज, whereas designer babies is that you are actually trying to take that trait out. Could be a disease. जैसे आपने, if you have seen कि Angelina Jolie, she has a family history of breast cancer कि बहुत सालों से चलते आ रहा है, हमें जनरेशन से चलते आ रहा है. समवन थैलेसीमिया ट्रेट है, विच इज़ अ वेरी कॉमन डिजीज कि भैया एक फादर अगर थैल मेजर है तो बच्चे को थैलेसीमिया ट्रेट पास ही होना ही होना है. सो इफ वी कैन, डिजाइनर बेबीज मेंट इन दैट वे कि वी कैन रिमूव इवन दैट डिजीज फ्रॉम दी strand, and then remove that so that people can start having sickle cell anemia, Klinefelter syndrome, all these medical problems which have been in generation which were not diagnosed earlier. तब तो थी नहीं, अब हमारी टेक्नोलॉजी आ गई है. But as always, as with something good, there comes something bad. कि भाई if we can modify, तो why not select and choose whatever we can? And
But it's
obviously,
happening. It happens.
No, it's not allowed. It's not allowed.
In
Yeah.
India or globally?
Globally, it's not allowed. China, they did. But again, the societal norms and the government
A little bit
regulatory body.
disaster if people start doing
Yeah,
this. I think
it is obviously यहाँ पे वैसे ही इंडिया में सेक्स सिलेक्शन के ऊपर ही इतना
Correct.
प्रॉब्लम है, इतना टैबू है, एंड गवर्नमेंट इज सो क्लैंपिंग डाउन. If you start doing more on that, and
that
everybody
become-
wants, and people are not aware enough, सबको सचिन तेंदुलकर चाहिए, उनको क्या पता है कि भाई टैलेंट होता है, it's not God given. सचिन तेंदुलकर बेटा अर्जुन तेंदुलकर कोई ग्रेट क्रिकेटर नहीं बना भाई. तो it's something which is talent and hard work driven, does not get through genetics. Because I've seen people coming to us, IIT करवाना है, हमारे बच्चे को IIT वाला कोई लाके दे दो.
अभी से ही बोलते हैं.
अभी से अरे तो when you, because it's a choice,
अभी 3 Idiots याद आ गई.
हाँ तो रणछोड़ दास, रांचड़ दास, छाछड़ दास, उनको सबको अभी से चाहिए भाई कि अगर कोई बहुत पढ़े लिखे का कुछ मिल जाए, मतलब कि IIT लेवल की डोनर मिल जाए, IIM में बच्चा है, but does not guarantee success. There is no too fair way.
But it's crazy people thinking that. I'm just trying to
everybody just wants ki a shortcut to success.
Shortcut to success,
They have thought कि भाई, as you say कि अच्छा अगर गोरे माँ बाप है तो गोरा मिलेगा, which is say okay, physical appearance comes from genetics, but none of the talent in the world has come from genetics. My parents are doctors. They might have passed out from AIMS, but does not necessarily mean I can get into AIMS. Bhai, I have the genetics, but people don't understand that. That's a cliche that they have कि भाई for success to be guaranteed, let us just take the genetics from there and our success would be guaranteed. तो बहुत ज़्यादा ये क्वेश्चन आते हैं, एंड स्पेशली जब मेन स्ट्रीम मूवीज के अंदर ये सब दिखा देते हैं ना. विकी डोनर के अंदर प्रॉब्लम यही थी, ये दिखा दिया कि क्रिकेटर पैदा हो रहे हैं, साइंटिस्ट पैदा हो रहे हैं, जबकि वो लड़का खुद कुछ नहीं करता था. तो अगेन द नॉलेज हैज टू बी सेपरेट फ्रॉम व्हाट बॉलीवुड इज शोइंग, व्हिच इज
ओके बॉलीवुड यू सेइंग. तो वो एक मूवी आई थी गुड न्यूज बैड न्यूज व्हाटएवर, उसपे स्पर्म मिक्सअप था. ये रियलिटी में हो सकता है?
वेरी ट्रू, हो सकता है, बहुत
So
कॉमन है.
that's like a big.
It's a big
But
blunder.
now if I would come to your IVF clinic और ऐसा कुछ हो, it's a disaster. मूवी में तो चलो थोड़ा हंसी मजाक से दिखा दिया. I'm just trying to think कि
No, I have personally seen people, I mean, in clinics, there are known documented cases कि sperm mix-up हुआ है, and मेरे को खुद पूछते हैं. I can tell you in our clinic also, people who come.
after the movie I think so you would get these questions anyways.
या आपकी हम तो DNA चेक कराएंगे, हम तो कि हमारे बच्चा आप हमें दे रहे हो या किसी और का दे रहे हो. So we have to actually counsel them कि भाई हमारी डिग्री भी लाइन पे लगी हुई है, and it is not in our favor कि भाई हम किसी और का बच्चा आपको दे के
नहीं मैं तो मिस्टेक की बात कर रहा हूँ.
हाँ, so in mistake also true. It's human people working, there are embryologists working, and you're working in a test tube, you're working at cellular level, sperm में कोई शक्ल नहीं होती, sperm को कोई वो नहीं होता, tag नहीं होता. But how do we reduce that? It's through technology. When you said, so we do multiple things, we have electronic witness systems, everything is RFID tagged, so there's a tag assigned to a patient, and there's a tag assigned to the test tube or to the petri dish जिसमें हम काम कर रहे हैं. If the petri dish does not match that tag, and if you're saying that it gives a flag.
But everyone does that?
No, not everyone. Not every clinic does that. Again, there's a cost attached to every thing that you implement. So whoever is willing to pay that cost, they would do that. The second thing is human verification. There is a man on another man. So while you are working, there is someone overseeing your work. So there's not one level of check. Even technology can fail also sometimes.
So you have multiple
we
level
have
of checks.
multiple level of checks because this is the most gravest of error, and this is a man-made error.
This is a man-made
When you
error.
said sperm mix-up, ये तो हमारी ही गलती होगी, इसमें किसी और की गलती
Correct,
नहीं है.
correct.
तो ये गलती हम क्या अफोर्ड नहीं कर सकते. सक्सेस शायद हम ना दे पाए, बट भाई गलती तो हम कभी नहीं कर सकते.
So obviously you also, I would say, invest in a lot of startups, right? I followed you and you were investing. What's that itch about that, let's say, Risa doesn't give you? I mean, fine, you had that itch of entrepreneurship. Is it for that you always had an itch? What's the logic? I mean,
so investing has always given. So you are running your own company, I'm running my own company. So I have a bird's eye view of what I am doing and what I want to do. Investing has always given me that complete horizon ki bhai what a founder can think of. Because I have started seeing from a very narrow standpoint of view ki acha my competitors are doing thing, I have to do this kind of strategy, let me follow this, let me try this. But when you speak to founders, especially young founders in their 25 20s,
Crazy people these days.
they are utilizing technology which I cannot fathom.
You can't even think about
They
it.
are thinking about stuff which I probably cannot think of. They are using all sorts of products and coming out with variations and thinking about getting stuff from China or whatnot. So whenever you're speaking to them, it's giving me more knowledge, giving me more power, and giving me a bigger horizon that how I can improve myself. So all that investing is
personal,
more
right?
very personal. That I do this to get a better version of me. I am not doing this to multiply my money, because that multiplication for me happens more in my business rather
100%.
than
Yeah, you rather invest in your business.
through investing. But through the knowledge gained through, say, hundreds of people who are actually hustling around. So what I like in founders is, especially the founders who hustle around, they are eventually going to teach me something which I would have learned the hard way by hustling more, by burning more money, or by taking much more time. I would have gotten to know about it in 2 years. Speaking to 10
मुझे
founders
लगता है
in a
तभी भी ना
month.
शायद कर पाए क्योंकि considering today
considering-
people are crazy. I mean they
True, actually true. What you see right
Amazing.
now, what AI has done, मैं खुद सोचूं AI करते, लोगों ने कर लिया, उनसे बात करी, okay, this can be done. Why should not I implement that one simple thing into our thing? And when you talk about 50% success rate, 50 का 51 करने में भी, any one thing, 1 percentage point is such a huge success increase in our over a period of 100 patient में से
Correct.
50 की जगह 51 हो जाएंगे, तो एक पेशेंट
एक
और हो
patient
जाता है,
और
बहुत
हो
बड़ा
जाता
हो
है,
जाता है
correct,
हमारे लिए. So that 1 percentage point, and this is all through founders, especially founders who are hustling. And they have so much that they're trying to do, trying to achieve.
new ideas and with AI though like it's crazy. I mean it's
So the question is, if one startup that I would have wished to start, or one thing that I would have wanted to do, would have been an OpenAI, not the Zomatos, not the Swiggies, not Ola, Ubers. Nahi bhai,
Sam
OpenAI.
Altman.
I mean, the thing that they have developed, or Perplexity,
Yeah,
or
whatever,
any
whatever,
one of
whatever.
those things. So that is something.
they've changed the game.
True.
And I think so every week you have something new or something better which
Something
comes
better.
up and you're like ये क्या हुआ?
ये
I
सही
mean, it's
बात है,
crazy.
अच्छा,
मुझे लगता है
देखिए,
10 साल बाद क्या होगा है?
It's actually taken and they're taking the human context out of it, but our field, you cannot take the human
Correct.
out of it, but utilizing the technology and making the best combination is using the human empathy and using the computer's intelligence. How does the empathy and
मुझे
intelligence,
तो
if
डर लग
both
रहा है
can
कि
be-
empathy भी चल जाएगा किसी दिन. I saw I don't know, yesterday they released the first human robot for commercial use, sold out, and the first use case they saw as a worker in the house, and I saw the video. Amazing, folding clothes. Okay, India you still have help, right? Let's say you go to US and all, there's no help,
There's no help, yeah.
right? So ironing your clothes, folding your towels they were showing, serving you, right? And this reminds me of all those old movies and that ye kya ho kya raha hai. And to be honest, not bad. The video, I will like another 1 or 2 years this will become like very natural.
would have been a prototype, but I'm sure if they have come till
Prototype
that
नहीं है,
mein-
commercial है.
It's a commercial hai. Oh wow.
So commercial में there is a slight robotic field, but in a year or two.
Could be,
That
yeah,
will, that
why
will
not,
also.
why not, yeah.
So I'm like, what crazy things are happening in the world, and some new founder, some young kid has done this. So it's crazy the amount. So let's say if Risa was a startup, like in a Shark Tank pitch, what your pitch would be?
So my pitch would have been that
We saw Piyush Bansal giving a Let's Start pitch in Shark Tank season 1. So what is your pitch?
so come to us.
And now he's listing. So what's your pitch?
So come to us not because we guarantee you parenthood, but come to us if you want compassion, empathy, and a holding hand for this emotional journey that we will be embarking with you. We cannot guarantee that we will make you a parent, but we can guarantee that we will be that third parent with you, or your friend with you, that supports your parenthood journey. We help you in getting a baby through IVF or any one of the assistive technology, but we do it with compassion, care, and a lot of love. So it's not going to
ऐसे
be
लगा
lab
you
made.
actually रटा हुआ है. मतलब you actually planned
No, I
for planned for a pitch.
No, it's not going to be lab made. It's going to be love made.
So you love this thing. So I've seen also you give. We spoke in the beginning. You give multiple TED talks, some deeply personal. Why? What is that about? I mean, And what is your favorite topic which you were really proud of, since you've given 6, 7, 8, I don't know how many talks
No,
you've
so
given.
so for my journey, I actually am very open about it. As I said, that I failed through 2 startups, and when back in 2010, there was not startups, there was no mentor.
Start हो रहा था तब.
हो रहा था. I wasn't aware. मेरे पास कोई mentor नहीं था, कोई incubators नहीं पता थे, accelerators and all the startup jargons जो आए, तो कोई था नहीं. तो we learned it the hard way, fail करके करें. So all my talks, I've been very candid and very open enough that I don't know the formula to success. And I believe it's a very individualistic, a very personal opinion. कि if I am successful today, say you are very successful today, but your formula can't be copied. कि भाई सूरज has done this, तो ये कर लोगे तो हो जाओगे. नहीं भाई, because your journey, your circumstances, your enduring power, everything is different. But what I can do is learn from your mistakes. कि भाई सूरज ने ये करा था, ये तो गलत है, वहाँ जले, आप भी वही करोगे, आप इतने अलग नहीं होगी गलतियों से. सो इंस्टेड ऑफ टेलिंग व्हाट आई डिड राइट फॉर सक्सेस, आई डोंट टेल दैट. आई टेल व्हाट आई डिड रॉन्ग एंड वेयर आई फेल्ड, सो दैट पीपल डोंट कमिट दो सेम मिस्टेक्स. वो मत करो, क्योंकि वो तो शॉर्ट गलत होनी ही होनी है. लाइक वाज टेलिंग यू दिस लॉन्ड्री स्टार्टअप दैट आई डिड. This is, I failed in 2012-13. I failed in that. We're in 2025. We have apps for everything, all over. अगर जिम जाना है तो कल्ट 100 सेंटर है, नहीं है. अर्बन, किसी को कपड़े धोने हैं, एसी साफ करने वाला चाहिए, दिस एंड दैट, तो देयर अर्बन कंपनी, जोमेटो, स्विगी, ओला, उबर. पैन इंडिया है. Do you know a pan laundry startup? You travel so much. Do you say, गंदा है, I just wanted to get it cleaned or ironed within one day, you give it to someone? होटल को नहीं दे रहे, but अगर ऐसे ही देना है किसी को, do you think there's a pan India laundry startup? नहीं है. क्यों? It's a problem. I can tell you. I actually give this question ki it's a problem. Please find out the solution. It's like a unicorn ready to be made, but nobody has been able to do it. And I to feel it 13 years back. Technology has evolved, everything has evolved, but nobody has done that till now. So there is not necessarily, because जब तक इंडिया में मैन पावर, शांता बाई की रिप्लेसमेंट एक टेक स्टार्टअप नहीं है जो मैंने कोशिश करी. शांता बाई की रिप्लेसमेंट कांता बाई है, कांता बाई की रिप्लेसमेंट रांता बाई है. एंड व्हेन वी हैव दैट चीप मैनुअल लेबर इकोसिस्टम ऑलरेडी थ्राइविंग and more people entering and getting competitive or available, so getting that replaced through an expensive technology or people constantly doing that is very difficult. Laundry as a business is very profitable in one scenario, that okay, in that locality or in these 2-3 localities, I run a laundry shop or a laundromat or dry cleaner, is very profitable. Trying it to scale and doing logistics and doing services and guaranteeing it within one day, timely returns,
and more so because लोग travel कर रहे होंगे,
ये कर रहे हैं, we require that and we don't get to pick up. It's not as if you have to give your own laundry, you just can't give it to the third person कि भाई दे देना और ले लेना. You want to try that, and it's very deeply personal. We burnt our fingers कि शर्ट हमने दी एंड शर्ट में गलती से छेद, हमने नोट नहीं करा, अब हो गया. दिस माइट कॉस्ट यू 5,000, बट यू विल क्लेम इट, अरे आई तो बॉट इट फॉर 15,000. हाउ कैन यू से you can't replace the 2,000 rupee shirt with a 10,000 rupee cashback? So many errors and judgments.
So
I mean, we made that.
But what's your favorite TED Talks? Favorite?
Also, the favorite TED Talk is, I'm about to give this one.
Okay, and the biggest learning, I would say.
The biggest learning not from TED Talks, I would say that the biggest learning is that how I personally overcome failure. I constantly believe that in every entrepreneur's life, yours, mine, everybody else's, success is not guaranteed, but failure is. So in thinking that I'll be successful in the first go, I am not Steve Jobs or Bill Gates or Zuckerberg. I've never been that studious or that intelligent. So I don't say that, I can aspire, they can be my role models, but my role model would actually be someone who has failed, then failed again, but probably succeeded third time or fourth time, because I will have that journey, and that's been my journey also. I would relate to it because I have gone through that journey also. So my TED Talk or my go-to strategy is, you will fail, you will definitely fail, you will lose money, you will lose time, and you will be surrounded with negative energy, and you will have to get a lot of brickbats from your society, parents, friends, and अरे वो तो fail हुआ है, वो तो ये हुआ है, kind of like a divorce, कि हुआ है भैया, अब आप की दूसरी शादी हो जाएगी, दूसरी शादी की दूसरा डिवोर्स हो, तीसरी शादी भी हो जाएगी. लोग बुरा भला बोलेंगे, बट अनलेस यू फाइंड द राइट पार्टनर इन एज इन अ डिवोर्स, और अनलेस यू गेट सक्सेस, यू विल इवेंचुअली गेट सक्सेस, बिकॉज every failure is the best stepping stone. every failure is the most best MBA that you can get in life. No academy, no YouTube video, no online, no tutor, no academic institution can actually give you the learning what you get once you have failed. So fail fast and rise quickly. That's the only learning that I have learned, and I want to impart that to everyone, that failure is the only constant in life. If you're an entrepreneur and if you want to make something, build something, create something, fail first. You will eventually create what you're meant to do.
But if I were to say in one word, you would like to describe your journey, what would that be? One word, 2 words. Matlab.
One word, resilience, or creating miracles at well, that's related to my field, but wishing for miracles.
So one IVF myth you want to destroy forever.
Oh, plenty of IVF myths. IVF babies are not natural. There is something. This question is asked till last day. You know कि IVF मतलब बच्चा
तो असली है।
नहीं असली हमारा है वो तो आता ही आता है, ठीक है. सेकेंड कि वो खेल कूद पाएगा, स्ट्रॉन्ग हो पाएगा, ठीक है. यू नो बहुत मल्टीपल टाइम्स ऐसा होता है कि भाई यू नो स्पेशली अगर सरोगेसी है, व्हेन इवन द चाइल्ड इज नॉट गेटिंग मदर्स मिल्क, तो भाई अरे ये हट्टा कट्टा तो हो पाएगा, मैं अगर 6 फीट का उसकी हाइट हो पाएगी नहीं हो पाएगी. तो unnatural process. They feel actually that something that getting in lab made is not natural, and that baby will actually have some sort of physical ailment or deformity or mental, physical or mental anything. So that's a very big myth. They are the most natural. मैं नाम ले लूँ आपके सामने तो मिस्टर मुकेश अंबानी, both Akash and Isha are IVF babies. They are 91. They've been born, so 90 में कराई होगी उन्होंने treatment, and उनके बच्चे हो गए. And I'm taking his name because he's the richest Indian, so you can actually relate.
You can relate to them.
You can relate to them. I mean, there are countless examples of them. कि it is a very natural process. You might need it. Everybody might need it. There is no taboo around it. The stigma attached with barrenhood has to be removed. Nobody becomes less of a man if आपके sperm में कोई problem है. Women में problem है तो they should not be ostracized कि भाई बांझपना जिसे हम कहते हैं कि भाई गांव में या उसके अंदर. तो ये सारी चीज़ें बहुत ग्रासरूट लेवल से तो अब हटती जा रही हैं सिंस मेन स्ट्रीम मीडिया में आ रही है, एजुकेशन आ रही है, बट स्टिल आवर सोसाइटी इज़ gives a lot of taboo and gives a lot of negative connotation कि भाई अगर किसी का बच्चा नहीं होता है. कुछ लोगों को तो मैं बताऊँ ऐसे बोल देते हैं, आई हर्ड, आई मीन दी कंप्लीट 8-2 साल हो गए, लड़का गे है, ये भी दे देते हैं अगर शादीशुदा हो ना, अगर हो ना रहो. So our society is so quick, so to judge and to label someone.
Is this also related to India में ज़्यादा है?
I mean, I can tell you from an Indian context, बाहर तो say gay people who are actually gay, they want to have a baby, they go through surrogacy and they have a baby. We had also given, when it was legal in India pre-2016, so we had done single father. Why should I not take pre-2016 तो foreigners की बात कर रहा हूँ. Karan Johar, Tushar Kapoor, Ekta Kapoor, multiple people have undergone surrogacy. They have twins, they have singles, and these are famous Bollywood personalities that you would know. Jinke babies, they might be excellent fathers, they might be excellent caregivers. So, but I actually believe that it's everybody's right to parenthood. Does not matter if you're a single parent, if you are LGBTQIA++, whatever, but the right to parenthood, I mean, it's a fundamental thing.
It's a fundamental, yeah. But I was thinking, one last question I was thinking is that you build business around, I would say, one of the most beautiful human desires, right? Which is to become a parent. Yet our society treats, and we discussed this, like as a secret, more as a secret than anyone can. What do you think it tells us about us as people, right? And really, what do you think? How will we make this as a triumph and not just keep it as a secret? How do you think society, I mean, this is a larger question. In the end, I just wanted to end with a larger question to make this as a triumph, because like we've discussed, obviously, it's such a natural process. But what do you think is required to make it? And what would you like to say on that?
In the end, I would just say that accepting as other human faults, as people have started giving, that psychologist is normal in a company, and everybody has a right to get their
जो पहले
mental
problem थी।
प्रॉब्लम थी, मेंटल लेवल चेक्ड, जैसे पहले बोलते थे मेंटल है भाई, अगर या आपको डिप्रेशन है तो इसकी दिक्कत है. पीपल गो थ्रू दीज मेंटल चैलेंजेस एंड एवरीबडी सो फ्रेजाइल दीज डेज कि स्ट्रेस किस लेवल पे ले पा रहे हैं, एंड हाउ डू दे हैंडल एवरीथिंग. सो व्हेन पीपल आर रेडी टू एक्सेप्ट deformity, if I have to say, or a disease or a burden in some form, male infertility, female, or together as a couple, the only thing that you require to understand is that this can happen to the best of us. You can be a runner, you non-smoker, non-alcoholic, great shape, always eating the right thing. Say you're a vegetarian, though does not matter. You're in perfect shape. But that the problem that you are infertile in a say per se, or the problem that you're trying to conceive is not happening naturally, could happen to the best of us, could happen to our siblings, could happen to our friends, could happen to our. When that problem happens, just be there as the guiding light to them, that it is very natural not being able to conceive. It is very natural that you tried and you could not do it. So please go to a specialist because the treatment is available. There is no point in giving barbed comments and judgments and judging them either on their personal capacity or on their thing. But very natural that they tried, they could not, and IVF is just a solution, one of the solution to the multiple problem that we are having. It's a very recent study by WHO that probably by 2050 or 60, the sperm count that is decreasing, it's going to go under 5 million, where, where people, how do you think, what was considered as 100 million at one point of time as an average semen count is now down to
5?
Yeah.
5% of?
Yeah, it's 5%. And that's one thing. You would eventually see that, your father, grandfather would have never had a problem of hair fall or pimple or acne or other cosmetic problem that time. So everything is, at the end of the day, the hormones that you're producing, your pituitary gland, the cortisol levels, the serotonin, the oxytocin, everything that's going inside your body which is unseen has gone for a toss. It has gone for a toss because we are now not aware of what we do as. Earlier, it was a very simplistic life. You go, you work, you eat healthy, the pollution wasn't as bad, the environment was not bad, the food was organic, food was organic. मतलब पहले आपको कीड़े मिलते थे फूड में, आज तो एप्पल इतना रेड होता है कि क्या कीड़ा कोई, I was just having this funny conversation कि भाई मटर छीलते थे तो पहले छील के देखते थे कि कीड़ा तो नहीं है, गोभी को खोलते थे तो कीड़ा तो नहीं है, आज तो इतने तो पेस्टिसाइड ऑलरेडी डाल दिए कि कीड़े तो दिखाई नहीं देंगे. इनऑर्गेनिक, we are utilizing so much of chemicals. मतलब I see ना कि पहले मेकअप तो था नहीं. मानो मेकअप not only for females, from any nail polish to any cream to anything that you're putting on your skin, तो सब hormones ही तो करने कंट्रोल की. भैया डार्क को लाइट कर दो, लाइट को डार्क कर दो, इस शेड को पहले डालो फिर हटा लो, पहले बाल को गोल्डन करेंगे फिर वापस ब्लैक करेंगे फिर पर्पल कर देंगे. Everything has a change associated with what we are doing, has an impact on the body. So all these chemical influences that we have put, the environment, there was no laptop or mobile or the radiation. There has to be some sort of relation to what they are going. It's a very big study that men keep their laptops on their lap all the time. The amount of heat that goes through the scrotum, that goes through the testicles, so that is adversely killing the semen count and sperm count. So multiple things, from the environment to chemical to tight underwears to what you're doing, so infertility, because
to make you look good,
you're doing. So there are things, because it's an unknown thing, it's an everyday thing. I have to use a body gel or a shower gel every day, to rinse, और chemical कहीं ना कहीं से तो use करूँगा ही. फिर I'm going to use a multivitamin cream on my body to soften it, to do this, to do that. So my body is undergoing all these changes. क्या खा रहा हूँ, क्या पी रहा हूँ, क्या लगा रहा हूँ, क्या पहन रहा हूँ, कैसे कर रहा हूँ, इन सब चेंजेस में सिर्फ कमी हुआ है एग क्वालिटी और स्पर्म क्वालिटी, एंड दैट इज गोइंग टू इंक्रीज. एंड दैट्स वेयर द WHO स्टडी सेज दैट I don't know, will we be able to produce men after 2075-80? अगर Y क्रोमोसोम ही हम इतना डिप्लीट करते जा रहे हैं तो क्या होगा.
Wow.
So when humanoids are replacing that, so there could be could be like that कि वो एक cattle है और 100 एक bull है और 100 cows है. So that one bull would be the raging bull that you require.
Wow. Great. Thank you so much, Dr. Sarthak. It was an absolute pleasure talking to you.
The
Thank you
pleasure is
for your time.
mine.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.